Have you been asking the question about deposits and how much do you typically put down when you're buying or purchasing a home? Well, one of the things that I want to talk about today is exactly that. So if you're buying a condo or a house, really the stronger the deposit, the more committed the seller looks. The seller looks at you as a more committed offer, which means, it's harder for you to walk away from that. Now, I know sometimes people can get a little crazy in this market. So you may put down, like a $50,000 deposit. So a lot of times the sellers will ask for at least 5%. Now that deposit gets held. If you have no conditions, bear in mind, if you default, or you breach the contract in any way, you will be on the hook for losing that deposit. And that is important for you to understand. Now, if you have conditions such as financing or inspection, the financing clause is there to protect you just in case you are not able to get the financing from your bank. So in saying that, one of the things to be mindful of is that if you do breach that, you will lose that deposit if your conditions if you have no conditions. So I know people are looking at, no conditions on an offer, and you're looked at favorably. Nobody wants you to breach that. One of the things you have to understand is that the sellers don't want the hassle. The sellers want you to buy their property. They want you to fulfill that contract. They don't want you to walk away because lots is riding on that. They may have another house that they have to buy, and they may need the money and the proceeds from this house to close on that property. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving pieces. But bear in mind, if you breach your contract, you will lose your deposit. And so you need to be mindful when you put in these offers that have no conditions. And it's good, but just be prepared. Be prepared. Go to your bank. And a lot of times, maybe your bank doesn't do any work until you actually have an offer on paper. But if you work with a broker who's working to actually meet your needs, most of them will actually work twice as hard for you. They will work hard to get you to fulfill what you're looking for when it comes down to a contract. They will also work twice as hard to work with you on the numbers to let you know what exactly you can, afford or not afford, or where's that little line in the sand that you need to draw. And anyhow, so I wanted to say this so that you are prepared when you go home shopping and when you put in an offer.